Okay, we're back. Thought I'd do another one on the Christie projector at 4300 lumens in a fully lit environment. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Projection Screen Paint using ambient light projection technology gain. And today I'm doing a demonstration again on our extreme black ambient light projection. I'm not going to tell you what those numbers are. You should pretty much be able to figure them out for yourself. But we're going to be using this again on the 4300 lumen Christie projector. So I'm going to let this play for a little bit. And I'm going to go over here and do something over here. Bring this up a little closer. So I'm curious, when I ask some crow boys out there, and I'm curious, should I be using a 4300 lumen projector in my demonstrations? Even though I have tested the screen on projectors of much lower. And do you think the image or the quality of the technology looks a bit odd on 43? Now at the end of the video, I got something special to show you. I don't want you to keep staring at the screen. We are in a fully lit environment, as you can see. Once the screen passes its final test, which tomorrow, if we get a good day, we can do our outside demonstrations, I will be coding and changing over my 235.1, maybe be converted to an extreme black screen, and my gaming screen definitely will be exchanged. Oh, I'm going to actually spray that one on, because there's no way in the world I can lift that screen off the wall. There's LED lights running back and forth through it. It's going to be complicated to move that thing off a wall, because there's LED lights that actually go to the back of the screen, are actually embedded on the wall, because I'm turning the upstairs into a giant circuit board. Let me see. Measuring tape. Alright, so after it passes its final testing, which is outside tomorrow, if you get a good day, we can start sharing some information on pricing, specifications, and all that good stuff. And then there'll be a launch date attached to it. Like I said, I want to get this out before the consoles come up, because my PS5 or Xbox Series, whatever, which one I can get my hands on, we'll be using that technology right there. Put it up. Oh, measuring tape. That's what I was supposed to be looking for. The outside distance, girl. Outside. I got an interesting call today from California. I wonder who that could have been. When they call me up and carry on the phone. Grow up. I wonder who that could have been. I get a lot of feathers ruffled. When I show that black silver screen, I told you about that technology we developed, that black silver screen. It's a gray screen, and that screen can pull a contrast level. That pretty much puts any kind of gray screen mix out there, pretty much a shame. I'm sorry, but it does. At $89. Like I said, well, you saw it right there. Starfield demonstration, boom. And even showed the demonstration of the screen producing images outside on 1,000 lumens. Yep. Like I said, if you couldn't do the test yourself, we'll design one, we'll do it ourselves. If that keeps up, we may reinvent a silver one next. I should do a silver screen next. So eventually, doing that demonstration on the gray screen ruffled some feathers over in California. All right, so we'll keep this rolling for a bit. Just got to find that measuring tape. I know I had it somewhere around here. That's the one thing I lose the most. I can buy 4 of them, and I'll still lose all 4 of them. Okay, let me see. What do we have? We had it on the floor. You probably put it under where the projector's at. We could have put it there. We could have put the next mesh right here. Oh, okay, there it is. Found it. I know I'll put it somewhere. I always put this thing somewhere weird. Let me see. Want to be back. How far are we going to be back from the screen with this one right here? Ooh, 12 feet. Oh, yeah. Definitely 12 feet. 12 feet back. I'll take that. All right, so I got the measuring tape out. We're 12 feet back. All right, let me be honest with you. I lied to you just a few minutes ago. Actually, I lied to you in the caption too. So I said 43, right? We're not at 43. We're actually at 15. So no, we're not using, because I get accused of time using high-powered projectors, but we're using that projector instead. Oh yeah, it's a 1500 lumen projector the entire time with a 16,000 to 1 contrast and a fully lit environment coming in at how far are we back from our screen here? Right there. We are around 12 feet back from the screen. 12 feet back from the screen. Fully lit environment on only 1500 lumens. That's it. So this projector has a 16,000 to 1 contrast level. Okay. 15,000 to 1 contrast level. Let's go to 15,000 to 1 contrast level. Let's go pop over to, I think some of you know where I'm going. Probably get a little political commercial there. If that's the case, I might swap out my screen over here real quick. If we're going to get it, I'm not sure. YouTube, 4K fish. We can use that one over there. We're going to switch them back and forth if I want. So we just got one political commercial popped up over there. I'm going to get it over here too. All right, that one's playing. Good. There's one here just in case if we get a political over here, we can switch back over. Oh, no, we get the Starfield right there. All right, so that right there is a projector as producing a 16,000 to 1 contrast level right there on a jet black screen. So some people feel that if they have 16,000 to 1 on a projector, that they can produce a dark image on a gray screen versus a black screen. Now keep in mind, usually these are done on white screens. All these demonstrations are done on white screens, all of them. This particular projector right here, the Panasonic behind me, demonstration was done on a white screen. Any of the sample sheets I pull out were done on white screens. So what they'll do is they'll take a white screen. I had to buy me a white screen today. Let's buy one. Because last time I had a white screen. It's better if I have a white screen in here. It's better to explain it. So if I take an all white screen, and I take any one of those sample sheets I have in my kitchen drawer, and I put one of them against that screen, either one of them is going to show a better contrast level than a white screen. But what happens if you do it on a screen that's black? Well, we'll find out. So then you can look at my screen in the next room, sitting in a bit of windows. That's the one thing I love about that technology. I told you, I can sit there 18 feet back in my environment with my screen sitting in a bit of window. That's 126 inch, 16:9 screen sitting in a bit of windows. And I can watch TV. I was just watching TV a few minutes ago, but what I was watching basically is copyrighted and I can't show that off. I should watch a lot of homestead shows and stuff like that. So I don't have to block out any of my windows. My environment doesn't have to be dark. I can let my natural window light come in and I can enjoy my screen. And keep in mind that technology, when people say, well, you're using a 4,000 projector. We've done these demonstrations already, people. We've done them on the low-end projectors. We've done the testing. Same thing that screen behind me right now is going through. All this technology had to go through. So my projector that I want to choose, which was a Christie, and it was 4,300 lumens. So it has the right to be on that screen because it passed all its tests. All right, so we're going to go back over here to the screen that still needs to pass the outside test to get the label. And we're going to grab. So I think what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab, I'm going to go buy me just an all white screen. Go out and buy me a $95 or 100, probably it's 113 fixed all white screen. And I'll show you. I think I did that demonstration already, but I'm going to have one here just for that. Just for that to show you. And keep in mind, people have to understand, when somebody sits there and says, well, you know, black screens produce very dark images or the white levels aren't that high. Our white levels are freaking amazing for our technology, especially with the screen being black. But keep in mind, gray screens can't produce white levels either because the only screen that can produce 100% white levels is a white screen. That's why when I show you my demonstrations, I show you a whole lot of white levels first. So, let's just say you have a cinema gray right here, and the projector behind me has a 16,000 to 1 contrast. If you want, you can go check it out. There's my Panasonic projector, if you can see it right there. Check out that model number right there. That projector does a 16,000 to 1 contrast. Not 1,600, 16,000. So this is your screen right here. Let's see if that screen has the ability to read any of the contrast that's coming off that projector. Nope, none of it. All right, okay. Let's go with, keep in mind, as I told you before, we have quite a bit of this stuff. Let's go with a gray screen paint mix. Let's see what happens if we take a gray screen paint mix. Can it produce a contrast? Now usually when these demonstrations are done with these particular screens, it's always in the dark. but they try to keep as much light as away from the screen as possible, because any light near the screen is going to cause the screen to wash out or fade out. That's why when you see people doing demonstrations on light screen paint mixes or projection screens or whatever, either the environment's going to be controlled, where they can control where the light needs to go, or bottom line is it's going to be in the dark. Now, remember when I did the gray screen and I showed you the contrast levels and I showed you the star field demonstration against high-end gray screens? There you go. That's how you're supposed to test your product. All right, so that right there is a screen paint mix. It's going to react the same way. It's not going to be doing anything if you have that 16,000 or 20,000 or whatever. It's not going to work. All right, let's go with Dark Star 9. Dark Star 9 is a pretty dark screen. As you can see, it's very, very dark. But next to a white screen, this screen looks amazing. Majority of these screens look amazing like this. They look amazing on a white screen, but this is a black screen. So let's see how this one turns out. With a 16,000 to 1 contrast on the projector, what are we going to get? Oh, nope. Well, see, I told you, see how it pulls a darker level? It does. It can pull contrast, but not on the level of a black screen. It pulls shades of gray. That's what it pulls. But against a white screen, which they usually do that demonstration on, versus a white screen, contrast level is going to look insane. Of course, it's going against a white screen. Anything going to be a white screen. All right. Let's go with the Gray Cinema 5D. All right, Gray Cinema 5D. All right. This is darker than this screen and this screen. Well, let's pull up a better contrast level. Nope. So imagine when this projector came out, you coughed up, what, about $1,500 for this projector because it had a 16,000 to 1 contrast. And when you saw the demonstration, you saw somebody pull out a white screen and they took that technology and they put any one of these screens against it and says, look at the contrast level. Look how much contrast you're getting from the screen. That's what we call smoke and mirrors, real smoke and mirrors. Because anything is going to pull a higher contrast on a white screen if it's slightly darker than the white screen. But if they had did that demonstration on black technology, they would have really rethought that demonstration before doing it. But now you see why when I show you the Gray Cinema 5D right here. Well, let me line these up so you look a little better so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about price-wise. So we'll go by price-wise, right? So we do this one right here, okay? And we'll take this right here, put it right there, and right there. All right, just to give you a better idea. Now you see when you talk about pricing for the screen, you had the Cinema Gray. Right, we have the white screen first, but we don't have a white screen sample. So we have the Cinema Gray, which is a very light screen, right there. That's about $800, $900 for 100-inch, around that price. Then you have the Gray Cinema 5D, which is a little darker, not by much, but a little darker. That'll cost you $1,300, $1,400. And then when you get to the Dark Star 9, which is the darker screen, that can produce a better contrast level and color and so forth. That if it's against a white screen, it's going to cost you $3,000. This is the part that baffles me. Now, like I told you, when I first saw this, and the way it had it set up, see if you see it from right here, most people would think that was a black screen, but it's not a black screen, it's pretty much a gray screen. But this screen right here, as dark as it is, produces too much white light. Oh, I forgot to show you, I'm sorry. There we go, right there. But it produces too much white light. It has a reflective material. A lot of these screens have this reflective material. I don't know why they use it, to tell you the truth. Now, our screens can produce amazing white levels. As you see in my screen in the next room at 18 feet back, sitting in a bed of windows at around, what time do we got in there right now? What time do we have? Let's show you what time we have it today. We are at 12. We're not 12:22. We're at 122. We're at 122. 122. And there's my screen at 122. This would be the fellow. Now you notice how the phone hung up right away? The minute I said this will be, that's Crow calling my phone right now. That's him. He's been calling me over and over again. He's very upset. I think that demonstration I did against that gray screen kind of ruffled his feathers. Because he's know I'm on live right now and he's watching me. So that's when I picked up the phone. I said this would be, and that phone turned off just like that. That's him. Carrying on. A little upset. Work harder, my friend. Work harder. That's what you need to do. You want to get to that level, you got to work harder. All right, so as you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to order me a white screen. And when I order me a white screen, let me turn the finger down on this phone because this is, like I said, it's him. Upset and angry. So we'll put this in the next room. I don't care. Ugh. All right. So let's move on from there. I ain't break. It's good. My phone's good. All right. So as you can see, like I said, if this was done against a white screen, you would see an advancement in the color. Now, one of the things I tell you about Black Diamond, I found impressive because at that time, like I said, there were really no real dark gray screens at that time when Screen Innovation was developing the screen. They had a screen called a Gray Wolf, but that's a whole nother story on its own. And one of the things I liked about what they did was, keep in mind, even though, I'm going to post at the bottom. Don't worry, I'm posting that little clip at the bottom of a little discussion we had back and forth. It'll be here and here. Usually when I upload these videos, I'm doing other stuff around the house, like processing orders. And sometimes I forget to put information in there, but later on you'll find those information in there. All right, so what he did was he took that white piece of sample sheet and he moved it around the screen. So anywhere that sample sheet hit at, that screen came up on that screen. That color, the blues, the greens came up where the white screen faded out. And again, as I said before, they did their tests on a white screen because anything's going to be the white screen. Where when it comes to our technology, we try to dig up the darkest screens we can get our hands on and we try to go side by side with them. With the gray technology we showed you, that black silver, if you notice, I put these high-end screens against that black silver. But when other people do their screen paint mixes or whatever, they always choose a white screen or they basically choose their own stuff, which I don't know why. It's not certified. But this is a projector at 16,000 to 1. So if you went out and bought this projector at 16,000 to 1, you set it up in your home and you had any one of these screens, that's pretty much what you would have gotten when it comes to your contrast levels. All right, so let's come over here real quick. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'll come around here for a minute. Now I'll show you something real interesting. You'll find kind of funny. I'm not even going to bother. Putting it on this screen because this screen will blow it clean out of the water with no problem whatsoever. Let me show you something. This right here is the 12. Which I'll fire my projector right now. That right there is a 12. The extremes are darker than 12s, as you can see. That's an extreme screen right there. That's a 12. Let's go with, let's see. YouTube. 4K fish. I'll run at Fire 6 to the back of these things. They do speak. We do 4K fish. Let's do this one right here from Costa Rica. For the environment. No problem. I told you, all my screens activate in full environments. You got people worrying about trying to darken the environment because they're afraid the screen's gonna wash out on them. We don't do that here. Let me grab oh, I was wondering, like, what the heck? How come this remote control's not running? I keep forgetting I'm both side by side. Let's go back a little bit more, about right there. And let's take some of the UV mix right here. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong screen. That's new technology. Yeah. Oh, but since we're on the new technology right now, let me explain something to you. See, this being one of the darkest screens we ever had, actually even darker than a 12, there's no screen that can match this screen when it comes to contrast at all, period. And they generate enough white light to blend into gray screens, as I'll show you. But explaining to you as in the strong points of this technology isn't the fact that it can produce very high bright images, but the contrast level on this screen is absolutely insane, where no other screen can match it. 16,000 to 1 contrast, UV mix versus contrast levels, and our black technology. Well, he didn't want to stay up there that long, but oh well, whatever. We'll do it again. Ta-da! See? We're dropping them. So the strong points behind, I show off the white levels on this technology just to show how the screen can flex by being that dark. It has the ability to pull high-end white levels. But not only that, no screen will ever be able to match this technology because it is jet black. It's even blacker than a 12, and 12s aren't even that black like this screen. This screen literally is so black. You see the borders on a 12? The borders on the 12 blend into that screen because they're that dark. So when he wanted to say that his screen could blend into my screen, no. When it comes to contrast, my screen stands on a level by itself. So let me remove this off of this real quick. Just want to show you that real quick. Now keep in mind, this is the darkest thing you make over there. You don't want anything else laying against that piece of technology. All right, so let's come back over here and let's lay it against this. All right. What control we have here? Oh, yeah. We can blend your tech, which means my black screen, which is here, can blend his technology just like that. Because the white levels on my technology are that high. Let's go back a minute there. A little snaky. The technology we developed, this being the 12, which is actually now the lower version of the extreme, and extreme being the darkest technology we have now. The 12's white levels can produce high enough white levels to blend into screens that are lighter than it much is, and this screen's not light, so dark gray, but still, as you can see, look, no problem. And produce a contrast level that screen couldn't even begin to even touch, making it a more superior screen. Again, I think it's had enough. And look what somebody says, the contrast is fantastic. Which sample is that in the middle The contrast is fantastic. The contrast is not fantastic. It's not even pulling up black. I don't like your question there. Goodbye. You can't see that. I don't have time for stupidity. You gotta go. There we go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. That screen is lighter than my black screen, right? But my screen can blend it because the white levels on a 12 are high, or just as high as a UV mix. But keep in mind, the black screen can produce a contrast level that a UV can't. See how the screen fades right there? Any area that comes up as shaded gray, that means the screen's fading. Interesting, isn't it? And this is the little brother to now the extreme, the screen we're designing right now that produces a heavier contrast level and high enough white levels. Starfield demonstration. Look at this already. You can't even pull the black levels on the menu for my whatchamacallit, for my Fire Stick. Just in case if we get a political over here. Yeah, we got one. That right there is black. Starfield demonstration, stand correctly. Told you. So not only can a 12 match it with no problem when it comes to white levels, colors, 09 yards, but the 12 can produce a contrast level that a UP mix couldn't even hold a candle to. Or none of these screens could hold a candle to. The reason why, that's Crow calling me right now. So you know, if it calls over and over again, that's Crow. That's Crow right now calling me. $4K fish demonstration. Really? You're crying? You're that upset? Dude, really chill. You're that mad because I'm beating your technology? Relax, man. You're so upset. If you worked harder and you made a better product and you didn't cut corners, you would be able to produce an image like this. I don't call your phone on live when you're doing demonstrations against my stuff. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, my stuff is better. That's why you're harassing my phone right now. And that's him harassing my phone. I don't care about video demonstrations that you do. I know you cheat when you do demonstrations. So we're doing the real thing over here. You got no choice but to sit here and deal with it. And by the way, nice tag name, by the way. But just sit here and watch. We got plenty to do. All right, let's switch here just in case we get a political. All right, there we go right there. There we go. Look at that. Would you like for me to get up close on your technology? There you go. I just matched your screen with a black screen right there. Look at that. Matched your screen with black technology, but was able to produce a higher contrast, and your screen couldn't even keep up. There's nothing new about your technology, Crow. I was making this stuff back in 2010 under D5K. Same thing. All right, goodbye, man. I know you're upset. He's in here ranting like a mother jumper. Goodbye. Work harder. That's what you need to do. As I'm calling my phone right now. I had a customer contact me and said, why is that guy calling your phone like that? Because he's upset and he's bothered. He should have did a better job working on his stuff. He wouldn't have this problem to begin with. Let's go with, let me see, blah, 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 blah. Relaxing butterflies. Notice the screen's blending in with no problem. Look at it, even the commercials, I can blend the screen. Now you see when the, look at that, faded, faded, faded. You can't pull contrast. See, I notice when he does demonstrations, what he does is, he does demonstrations on all bright colors. He can't show you demonstrations on contrast because the screen would do that. It would fade out. It would wash out. You can't have it with this much light in the environment. So he's going to cut as many corners as he possibly can. And it's not just him. Like I said, all these companies cut corners. They're not going to show you the real deal. And they should be showing you the real deal. For some of what these screens cost, they should be really showing you the real deal. You should see some of the test demonstrations. I'll show you my test demonstrations. Now you see these bright images? I don't have to do, I can do contrasts all day long and blow all these screens out with no problem. But I'm not going to do that. I'll show you nice, beautiful colors, the bright colors he likes to show. Not a problem. That's how I knew when I saw that demonstration where he said our product was coming up that dark. I'm like, come on, man. We do live demonstrations all the time. You think because you do some, you're going to convince people automatically because they see it from you, they're supposed to believe it? This is your product right here. And for those you don't believe it's his product, there you go. It's his product. Yep. This is his product right here. We got it. I have a warehouse, or I say more like storage area, full of all your stuff. You made some good money off me. I had some people over in California buy all your stuff. So when that screen we're designing that takes a direct hit from sunlight, when that screen launches, we're going to have all your products out there at the same time at 12 o'clock when the sun comes out. Along with all the other companies are going to be out there too. And we're going to have a final face-off. Who has the best? And I guarantee you, I already showed you a sample of that sun killer technology we developed. At 1% done. By the time it maximizes at 100, you guys might have thrown the towel. You might as well. As I'm calling me right now. I should flash your number. I'm not going to do that. See, the minute I said flash his number, he hangs up. Now this one looks pretty good right there. I'll tell you that right now. That one's looking pretty good. Not saying, look, let me tell you something. When it comes to these high-end screens, not saying that the bottom line is they can't produce beautiful images, because they can, just not against a black screen. And most of the time when they do their demonstrations, it's always against a white screen. That's why. But if they did a demonstration against black technology, they would get the results you're getting right now here live. But the way they look at it in their field is the fact that majority of the people that they're dealing with customers and companies, people who have white screens already, and that's what they're dealing with. So that's what their strategy plan right there. My strategy plan is a little different. Mine's because I have a black screen and I test myself against their screens. It's the fact that I'm actually literally, I want to think about it truthfully, I am going after their screens. Well, might as well. You got to climb the mountain, you got to start somewhere. Here's the funny part, people. This guy's complaining about me blocking him. If you're not interested in my product and you want to keep coming here and carrying on and acting up, why are you in here to begin with? Tell you the truth. Truthfully, why are you in here to begin with? That shows you a person that basically has a lot to hide. So when they do them demonstrations, like I said, same thing with the screen paint mix, to do the demonstration, they have to be in the dark. And I mean, majority of the time they're in the dark. And when they do any form of, say we're going to do some in a well-lit environment, they'll use a lot of bright colors, because that's going to fade less. They're not going to do any star fills. They're not going to do any contrast demonstrations. They're going to stay far away from those, because that thing is going to fade the minute the lights come on. All right, so let's take these off right here, all right? Because I don't want him to feel that I'm singling him out, just him. And that's why I put the other sample sheets up there too. All right, because I don't want him to feel that I'm singling him out. That's why I do other demonstrations besides his. You know what I mean? I want you to get a look at that real quick. You see how much lighter that UV mix is to my screen? And look at that. But yet he claimed our technology was so dark in that demonstration that you couldn't see it. Huh? Well, it's right here. How am I tripping? It's right here. How am I lying in the demonstration? There's no smokes and mirrors here. There's my black technology. There's a UV mix right there. How am I tripping? Is there anything in here that all my lights are on? This is how I do my demonstration. There's my short throw projector right here. But my technology is supposed to be so dark you can't even see it. But yet I'm blending into his screen. And if I pull a contrast level, his screen fades. So where are the smoke and mirrors at? Show me where. Oh, I thought so. It's a live demonstration. See me snap my hands? You all saw it at the same time. It's live. I'm not doing any smoke and mirrors in here. See, look how fast I blended into your tech. Oh, I can't even call it tech anymore. We'll call it house paint. That's what it is. There's nothing behind it. Would you like to go outside next? Would you like to do a demonstration versus this black technology outside on a Starfield demonstration? That's all I'm asking. Would you like to go outside? If you say yes, I will take your screen outside tomorrow versus this black technology, and we'll see who pulls the better contrast Starfield color. I'll blend into your screen and pull Starfield demonstration outside on 1,000 lumens. Say yes. And we could do this tomorrow. I'm waiting. Say yes. I thought so. You're going to challenge my technology, come correct. If not, don't come at all. See, the problem is you can't mind your own business. That's the problem. And I got to keep coming here and doing this to you. And it's sad how I got to put you on blast like this. You want to review my technology and call it this, that, and the other. But all I'm saying is just say the word. All you got to do is say the word and say, hey, Ken, take it outside. I'll take it outside and I'll put you against my technology outside. You want to go against a 12? I'll take you outside with a 12. We're doing it here right now. This is not enough for you to prove. We'll go outside and play out in the sun. How you want to do it? Nothing. He don't say nothing back. Phone stopped ringing. You notice that? But we're going to do it tomorrow anyway. I don't care if you say yes or no. It's going to be done tomorrow. We'll do it at 6 feet back. We'll do Starfield demonstration, all contrast demonstrations, colorful demonstrations, everything. And you want to go against that nightmare over there. And that's darker than a 12. Look at him. He's so upset. Calm down. I keep blocking him. He keeps coming back in. That'll tell you something right there. Hear the phone ringing again? That's Crow. Calling my phone over and over and over again and again and again because he's mad. Because he's got something to hide. You guys been buying house paint. That's what you've been buying. You've been buying money on house paint. There's no difference. That's why he doesn't do any of our demonstrations. None of them at all, period. Not one. This projector does all the work. Oh, They're asking to show my phone settings because they think for some reason that my phone is using some kind of technology to make my screen brighter. That's what they believe. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Do I need to embarrass you on that? Because I embarrassed two already on that one. You just can't accept that the technology is good. So let me get this straight. Let's real quick. If my phone is doing the work, right? My phone's doing the work. That means anybody who has my technology right now would have a darker screen than what I'm actually showing, right? Supreme 8, King Black. So we're going to type in. Oh, matter of fact, I can do it right here. Matter of fact, we got both of these screens right here. I forgot we got two screens set up over here. Let me go get my jump real quick. Hold on. And we're doing this on a 1500 behind me. So this is a 1500 lumen. But this is what they believe. So bottom line, first they try to accuse my technology of being so dark that nobody could possibly see it, right? And then when we debunked them on that one, because we started doing live demonstrations, paint-on demonstrations, then they started saying it's the settings in my phone are the reason why the image is coming up so bright. That is really sad. That is really, really sad. So that means if that's the case, and the demonstrations here, and yeah, the demonstrations here are basically pulling up very high white levels. That means anybody else who has our screen paint and does a video, their levels should come out darker, right? So let's go over to, and I'll put his video links at the bottom. You can check out Mr. King Black. He's a cool dude. Let's clear it out. And my buddy right here, he basically has her technology too. So let's go to King Black Supreme 8. So here you go. This is a guy who has our Supreme 8. Not a 12. Well, actually he has a 12 now. He has a Supreme 8. Here you go. You can watch who made the comment about the phone. That's him showing off our technology on his screen at his house using a PX747 ViewSonic 4K projector with all the light shades removed in his environment. I want you to look at the white levels. And keep in mind, I'm showing you the white levels while I'm displaying my blackest screen. So I guess the 30 or 40 videos he did when he was happy about the screen, I guess that basically he was using camera settings too. So I bet everybody who has our screen paint is using special camera settings. That's what you're saying. Get out of here with that dumb nonsense. I'm going to call you stupid because that's what it is. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. It is just downright stupid to make a comment like that. Look at that right there. No. Sorry, buddy. Goodbye. You got outed for being an idiot. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. There are people who have video demonstrations of my product, and the first thing he says is, "Oh, it's got to be your phone settings." So if it's my phone settings, that means that anyone who has our technology, their screens would come up super dark because in our demonstrations, we're the only ones showing the brighter screens, right? Yeah, it won't work. It doesn't work at all. It doesn't work at all. They don't get that. That's the only thing they got left. They got nothing else. They try to do the screen was too dark. One guy came in and said that the reason why the screen was producing so high white levels because it was a dark gray, not knowing that our platinum eclipse that we developed is a dark gray screen, which I pulled upstairs and said, no, this is dark gray, and put it against the screen. I said, this is black. And you can see the difference between the two. And I can't wait for King Black to get his, as a matter of fact, we have another fellow, cool dude. He's got the P1 coming in. He's going to be doing a demonstration on that one. We got some other people over in California too have them. California Crow over in California. California. Let's go with here you go. Here's another one for you. This is a matter of fact, yeah. This is a friend. I painted her screen in live. So I guess this is all, it's all special camera angles. That's what we're doing, right? So let me see. It's all special camera angles, right? Because we can prove that our technology works on levels. You don't do our demonstrations. Every environment that I had been in my house, any place, my environments have always been brighter than yours. Look at this. I'm going to show you something. This is a screen paint that we developed, and I'm using a PX747 4K projector. You see how much light that hits my screen? That's condensed lighting hitting the screen. You don't do demonstrations like that, man. I got demonstrations outside on 50 lumen projectors, demonstrations sitting out there with sunlight hitting the screen. As a matter of fact, we even had that demonstration with that technology that took that direct hit. And you don't have anything like that, nothing. But the same dark environments every single time. Every time. Same dark environments. Here we go right here. This is a church we did overseas that had about 7,000 lumen projector they had. Yeah, 7,000 lumen projector they had. They did a video testimony for our company because they were so happy with the results. So this is the white screen that we're using before. That's our technology on their screen at over 500 inches. You see them stadium lights that are hitting that screen? Before. So I guess they were using special cameras too, right? On their phone. After, with our technology. That's more lighting than I have in my house, in your house, and my screen pulled up under that kind of condition. Oh man, come on now. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry, me laugh at that, boy, but I like outing these jokers, man. You just gonna have to work harder, that's all. Don't get mad at me. It's not my problem, it's your problem. You need to work harder on your product. That's what you need to do. Don't get mad at me. Why get mad at me? You need to work hard on your product, that's all. You want to get mad at me and say phone. It's a phone. It's not the phone, buddy. It's true technology. It's called hard work. That's what it's called. At the end of the day, my friend, it's called hard work. That's what it is. Doing your work correctly. Not sitting there in the dark, not cutting corners. I saw the demonstration that you did when you had your screen on the balcony. And you had that little screen, your screen tinted, sitting on a slant. So any of the sunlight coming in from this side, it wouldn't hit the screen from the front. It would have come off the side of it, off the back of it. Then you had your projector sitting less than a couple of, I say 1 foot away from the screen itself. Come on, I can read all that stuff a mile away. Hold on for a minute. This is your screen blended into the screensaver on the Fire Stick, or somewhat. It's so faded right there. You can't get mad at me. You gotta do your demonstrations right. What you should do is you should start taking that gray screen outside. That's what you should be doing. And doing some contrast levels off of it. You can't get mad at me. For what? Because I do my work? Don't worry. You'll get a chance to go against that sun killer real soon. Real soon. I promise you that. Because if your screen can't dance with the lights on in the house, it's sure enough not going to dance outside underneath that technology. Goodbye. One with the phone settings. So that's all they got left. That's the only thing they got left is phone settings. They tried saying the screen was too dark and you can't see it. That didn't work. When I started doing the live demonstrations. They don't have that anymore. That's Mr. Crow right there crowing again. He's a very angry man. Now, this is what he wants me to do. And Crow's not a very smart person, and I'll tell you why. If I were to pick up that phone and I were to put it on speaker, that means his voice would start recording because we're doing a live recording right now. Which means if I record his voice without his permission, you do know that's a lawsuit, right? You have to have somebody's permission before you can record their voice. That's why when you call a company, it says this phone call is being recorded for training purposes. That's why. So he's hoping that I'm going to pick up that phone so he could run his mouth on camera and get me on something. And come on, man, you got to be a little smarter than that, man. You have to be a little smarter than that. No, I'm going to let the phone ring and ring and ring so all of you can hear this man frantically calling me and coming into my channel, constantly changing the gamer tag, changing his name so he can come in here and carry on. Keep in mind, I don't go on his videos carrying on like that. No one's did anything wrong to it didn't cheat his technology in any way, or screen paint, or whatever you want to call it. In any way, it's a perfect demonstration. Screen, my technology, his technology, projector, well-lit environment. Tell me where his product's been cheated. First things first, you're an idiot, and I'll tell you why you're an idiot. How am I going to show you the settings on my phone if I'm using the phone in a live stream? Again, I swear it. Sometimes I wonder if this man's got the equivalent of intelligence of a penny in a can. I really do. How am I going to show you the settings in my phone if I'm using the phone for a live stream? Duh. All right, people. I swear. But let me tell you something, man. Look, you can't get mad. You do your fake demonstrations against our technology, and we know what kind of person you are. I'm doing a demonstration right in here. I don't know why you're getting upset. You're not being cheated in any way whatsoever. How are you being cheated in any way? You show me anywhere in this environment where your screen is at a disadvantage. The only reason why it's at a disadvantage is because you challenged to go against a 12, and you shouldn't have did that. I told you not to do that. Don't go against a 12. And you did it anyway by doing that demonstration. And since you basically fired the first shot, I finished it by bringing you in here on a 12 live and showing you how we can basically blend into your screen and then do contrast demonstrations where your screen will fade away. So you show me where in this environment where you feel that you've been cheated in any way. Do I have too much light in the environment? Is that it? I think I have too much light in the environment. I think that's what it is. He's not used to this kind of lighting in the environment. He's used to being in a real dark environment. That's what it is. That's the problem. Maybe because I'm not using a P1 short throw projector. Is that it? Ultra short throw? My projector's not ultra 4K, so your screen can't basically produce the images it's supposed to produce because I don't have a 4K projector doing all the work. Which one is it? Got to be one of them, because I don't see why you're upset with this demonstration. All the other sample sheets that I have in here that lay against this wall go through the same thing. So why are you complaining? Oh, because you make yourself something to be that is not. Look at that. You can't even pick up the sand correctly. I won't turn the lights out. See, and there you go right there. Why would I have to turn the lights out? So let me get this straight. So the only way his technology works is you have to be in the dark. That's what you're saying? You have to be in the dark? That's what you're saying? No, but that's what I'm saying. You have to be in the dark, right? So to turn the lights out, you have to be, let me get this straight. So what he's saying is the only way you can use Crow screen paint is you have to be in the dark, which proves the point. Oh, for 5 seconds? Really? Okay, hold on. 4K fish. Let's put up something nice, bright, and colorful. Oh, no. You said. Let's see. Let's do YouTube 4K fish. You don't do demonstrations like that, man. My screen sits in Windows. You see how bright that image looks in that room right there? Okay. So let me see. Let me see what you want to use. Which one you want to use? Let me see. Let's get something. Matter of fact, let's do something real quick. Let's do something different. Because he's saying that because the lights have to be off. So what you're saying is the only way that he can use that his technology, it has to be in the dark, right? That's what you're saying? Look at it. He can't even pick up the black correctly. I'm gonna let this run through. Now we're gonna do the lights out. Hold on. Then after that, you get blocked. Oh, wait. You have to be in the dark? That's what you have to be? Oh, that's a shame, man, because my customers over here don't require to be in the dark. See, our stuff is ambient light rejection over here. We don't have to be in the dark. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back because we have to be in the dark. So what he's saying, the only way his screen paint looks good is you have to be in the dark. What were you saying? And keep in mind, my screen's jet black. What were you saying? No, but what were you saying? What were you saying? Well, my screen wasn't supposed to do that good? Oh, okay. Because it's black? So what you just said is the only way that you can use this product, you have to be in the dark. Oh, wait. Where did it go? All right, it's right there. It's right there. We can blend that technology. That technology can't produce contrast for nothing. LG fish demonstration. It's not producing contrast, buddy. See, the thing about it is, keep in mind, he made a campaign that our technology was so dark, so dark, that you wouldn't be able to, what's the word for it? You wouldn't be able to see our technology. And yet we could blend into his UV mix with no problem. What do you see right now? That background is supposed to be black. His screen's not coming in black. So what do you got to say about that? I'm asking you a question. What do you got to say about the black levels? Where are the black levels at? I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah, that screen's jet black. It's not 1% black level. But, you know, nice for trying. Now, see what happens? The minute they tell me to turn the lights out, I go and turn the lights out, right? My screen's still blended into this technology. But look right here. When we're showing the contrast, the screen can't even put the background of an OLED. See how the screen's coming up faded? I'll pause that, let you think about that for a minute. See, when I come in and you challenge me and I basically back it up, then you throw insults into it. You want me to turn the lights out? I got no problem turning the lights out. I do demonstrations on high performance screens. That's not even certified at that. It's not even good enough to be certified. So if I test my stuff against high performance screens that have a higher reputation than my technology, what do you think that's going to have a chance against? If I'm doing demonstrations, or if my ambient light rejection demonstrations are done outside, if I'm pushing my screens at a harder level to do much better and everybody else is cutting corners, what do you think is going to happen if you come against my screen? Okie dokie. Whatever. Goodbye. All you can do is basically just complain. That's all you can do. You said our technology is too dark, we blended the screen. You said our phone is using special technology, space age capabilities to be able to brighten one image and so forth and so forth. But yet I got customers who are displaying my product. We got to work harder than that. All right. And meanwhile, your boy Crow is constantly calling me. He want me to pick up that phone so bad. It's funny because he sounds desperate. He sounds really desperate to be calling me like that. He's really desperate right now. And it makes him look bad. So what has he got to hide that he's calling me like this? He's probably going to tell me that, hey, look, My product is not ambient light rejection. It shouldn't be used in a fully lit environment. Because keep in mind, when we had a couple of his containers of paint here, he was sending us emails on detailed instructions on how he wants the paint presented. No, it can't be done because it's not ambient light rejection. It's not this, it's not that, so and so and so. Then why in the world would you go against a 12 to begin with? If you're not in that category where a 12 stands at, you shouldn't be doing demonstrations against something that you know if we bring it over here and put it side by side and do a fair demonstration, your screen's going to flaw. It's going to fail. So why would you do the demonstration to begin with? If your screen's not ambient light rejection, then you need to stay out of the category of screens that are. That's all. Oh, that was fun. All right. I want to finish having some fun here on my black screen for a little bit here. We're done with this. I'm just glad I got all this live of Crow constantly calling my phone over and over and over again because he was frantically upset because he's probably going to tell me like, no, it's not fair. You're doing the demonstration wrong. The screen's supposed to be in the dark. It's not supposed to be using this, not supposed to be using that, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You need to better your technology. That's what you need to do. Don't get mad at me because you don't do your job right. You do your job right. That's all you got to do. Do your job right. That's all you got to do. Do your job right. That's all. Work harder at it. You'll get it. Stop using smoke and mirrors of basically going in and using these dark environments and all that nonsense. Let me see. How many times did he call? Let's see, how many missed calls? Wow, are you kidding me, Crow? Seriously? Oh man, this is sad, dude. This is real sad. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to show you the number. But yeah, he's calling my business landline, which keep in mind we can trace your calls from here. This is a Comcast business line with some security props on it. I can get them to trace your where your calls are coming from, and we already know where they're coming from. I already have your address. My lawyer's got that already, so don't worry about that. Sit tight, friend. Sit tight. All right. I bet you I got some interesting emails from him too. You, man, what you gotta do is you gotta work harder on stuff, man. So that's all you gotta do. Just work harder. And then one day you can set your screen in a bit of windows like that instead of having it sitting in the dark. A bunch of black curtains around your house. All right, so I'm gonna let this play right here. Matter of fact, let's do some football highlights. We got the right one. There we go. Boom. Matter of fact, I should do them in there too. Let's do some football highlights in there too. All right, the other one for this one. Let's see. Do something if I can find the remote control for those in there. Because I'm pretty sure, with it being football season, y'all don't plan to be in the house sitting in the dark, especially if you got a man cave and you got a whole lot of beautiful trophies and things you collected down through time in your man cave, because you just, when people have in their man cave, all these collectible things that they have that they hang on the wall, they want people to see. Well, they can't see them if you're sitting in the dark. Is this the right one for this one? Let's see. Not this one right here. Football highlights. As a matter of fact, let's play on this screen too. Let's do it on that. Let's do it on all of them at the same time. We'll do this one over here. That play. Come on, let's grab this one over here. Let's do football highlights on this one too. Boom. Do 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 do. Can't do this. See this? Boom. All lights on. That's 1500 lumens, 3400 lumens, 4300 lumens. 18 feet back, 16 feet back. Bam. Let's look at that. Wait, let's do that angle game. Let's see where my screen sits over here. Wait, I'll switch you back over here. You notice something different? You can see all the corners in my environment. You notice that? If you walk around through my environment, you can see all my corners in my environment. And this is 1500 lumens right there. It's a 1500 lumen projector right there. As a matter of fact, 720p, both 720p. No, wait, I'm sorry. 1080p, 720p. So if you notice, this is one thing you'll notice when you look at my environment. See all the corners? You can see all the corners nice and bright. You can see everything in my environment. This is the way it should be. So when I come downstairs and if I want to watch the game, I don't have to sit in a dark house. I don't have to worry about blocking up my windows with any black curtains or any of that nonsense. I don't have to deal with that nonsense. I just come downstairs and just turn on a screen and just watch. That's it. This is how it's supposed to be. I don't gotta sit in the dark with this technology. Oh, no. No. This is what customers want. They don't want to be sitting in the dark. That's all to it. And you giving me instructions to turn the lights out for what? Why in the world would I want to be sitting in the dark? Seriously. You're going to tell me to turn the lights out. Why? Why do I want to turn the lights out? Who the freak wants to sit in the dark? You're going to sit there and trade in your TV? Because if that's the case, and you got to sit in the dark over a projection screen, you might as well just buy a TV. Just go buy a TV. Because you're going to be sitting in the dark. Oh, I actually expanded my screen to make it bigger. So I expanded it even more, so it's edge to edge. Maybe, just maybe, my curtains are blocking too much light. Now, keep in mind, as I explained to you, all our technology has to go through these, and this technology will go through it too. It has to go through that 1000 lumen, 13 feet back at 6 o'clock in the evening demonstration. They have to go through sitting back here on a projector of 800 lumens, 20 feet back, 18 feet back, 15 feet back. And the only projectors you're going to be using that are the 8 and 9s. We don't use thousands for those because it's too easy to do a 1000 lumen projector. You get what I'm saying? It's too easy to do a 1000 lumen projector. So we pull them back on the retro projectors that come in at 8. Had 4K already. Been there, done it on 4K already. 4K is only thing 4K is going to do is just improve the picture quality by a little bit. I got demonstrations right now on my YouTube channel showing a 4K projector versus a 720p projector. Also have demonstrations on my 505 Christie at 5,000 lumens versus a 1,000 lumen projector. I have those demonstrations. All this has been done. So back out of this video, go check out my archives. All those tests. Anything you ask me, it's been done. If you ask me, hey, do I have a screen paint that can take a direct hit from sunlight? I got it already. Did it. Interception, yeah. I'll let you watch the screen on an angle, and you can watch my game here on 1500 lumens. That's 16 feet back in a fully lit environment. Let me see. I'm going to play this one right here. That one right there. I haven't done that board in a while. Hey, how you doing, Carl? But yeah, I got 4Ks on here. I've done 4K already. You don't need, with this technology, like I said, the reason why we use low-end projectors in these demonstrations, because if I can make a low-end 720p projector look amazing, it just tells my customer that they don't have to spend the money for 4K. See, I don't deal with people because they can't afford 4K. I deal with customers who are trying to have an amazing system. They don't want to sit in the dark. They don't want to calibrate their projector. They just want to set the screen up and be done with it. These are customers that don't want to spend $2,000 and $3,000 for 4K. They just want to get a simple projector and have an amazing screen. That's it. And that's why I use these old projectors to show them that you don't have to spend all this money. Because maybe some people may have it, but other people may not have it. And because they don't have it, doesn't mean they have to spend the money to get it. That's a bunch of bull. You should be able to have what you want, you know what I mean? If you want 4K, use 4K. Keep in mind, you got to think about it. If I'm using these old relic projectors and the screens look this good, how much more do you think a freaking 4K projector is going to look on the screen? That's the part you missed. You're missing. Let me see. We're going to do this one right here. Oh, yes. Let's get this car right here. Time to drive crazy. Oh, and that's loading up. That's what they want. Keep it simple. Keep it affordable. Especially in this time right now where a lot of people basically aren't doing so well. You know what I mean? And they want to have something nice. So why should they have to spend all this money for this setup? And I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually do a setup. I'm going to get the speakers, get everything, and we're going to do it try to keep it under $500. That's what we're going to try to keep. We're going to get the screen, we're going to get the lights, the speakers. We're going to paint it with our technology and all that good stuff. Yeah. Just to show you. And we're going to get a 720p. We're going to do it on a 720p projector. Oh, yeah, I'm way behind. Yeah. Because if you can afford that kind of money, then go ahead. But I got customers out here that are trying to have something nice in their backyard or with their family. You know, it's bad enough some people are still in the house. I'm still in the house, and they want to have something, and they don't want to spend a lot of money doing it. Bad enough we got bills and everything else that got to be paid for in life. You know. I'm definitely going to be doing this on the screen upstairs. I'm going to do it at 135. Any commercial going over there? Yeah. All right. So we had our fun here. We had a lot of fun here. Oh, wait. Hold on. So I'm taking out this one real quick. This is what is this one? This is the 1500 lumen projector. Take that one out. Boom. And we're going to come in and grab, let me see if I got the room to bring it over. Oh, yeah, okay, I got the room. I can bring it over. I'll just bring it over to the middle. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to do. Oh, hold on. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll let you guys watch that over there. I'm getting this up over here. I think my phone is over here. See? Do here real quick. Go to my. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Gotta do something back here. I have a projection screen on my ceiling. I forgot to show you that. Did you know that? Yeah, my screen is coated with black technology. You see the difference between the white wall right there and the black technology? I kind of left that part out, didn't I? Let's see which one I want to go with. Different episodes. Oh, I like this one right here. This is pretty cool. We won't get any interruptions with this. This is coming off Netflix. Let's get a little black wording in. Then you'll see the fish pop up. There you go. Now, who in their right mind puts a screen on their ceiling with a light right dead in the middle of it? This is what you call real ambient light rejection technology, and this is 12. Let me take my phone off so you can get a good look. See that? This is what makes our technology different from anybody else's, because I can paint mine to my ceiling and use my ceiling light while I'm still projecting an image. My projector's not even in focus with the white wall. Now if I want to turn my lights out, I can produce images, anything I want, right on top of my screen. Or on the ceiling, of course. Look at your white wall. I can pull a 100% galaxy, moving galaxy on my ceiling. You know why? Because the ceiling is black. If I did this with a gray screen, you know what would happen? It'd be too much white light reflecting off, and it'd be bouncing all over the walls. That's what would happen. And there's my projector sitting right up. That's the stand I built for my projector. Well, with that being said, I am going to remove my screen, put that downstairs, get that ready for tomorrow, because I got outdoor demonstrations to do next for that technology to pass. It has to pass 1,000 lumen tests. And then from there, let me see. From there, oh, it looks dim. Oh, I'm so sorry. It doesn't approve by your approval. Goodbye. I love how people put in like stupid insults. Oh, it looks dim. It's a black screen on top of a ceiling, and my focus is not even in correctly. My projector, and it looks dim. Yeah, that looks dim right there. Yeah, that's when I get people who give insults like that, that's jealousy. That's what it is. So you're telling me that screen right there looks dim. Yeah, okay. I would like to see what kind of projection screen you have, and if you have that projection screen, please do the video and post it at the bottom. I will be looking for it, and they never post. All right, I'm getting out of here real quick because I got things to do. And I'm going to have a little fun with this thing, because right now I had projectors right there sitting up there projecting onto the ceiling. But now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this one, my projector here, for doing my having some fun on top of the screen. All right, so that's what I'm going to use. Let's see. There we go. Big old giant dolphin up there. Look at the size of that giant dolphin on the ceiling. Oh, I wonder if we can do some animals, some nature scenes. Let's see about that. Ooh, that'll be really cool. Really cool, really cool. Let's do let me see. Thundercloud visual effects or something like that. 3D visual effects, thundercloud. What would look good on that? Let me see real quick. What about 3D visual effects? This would look cool. Yeah, that would look cool. Oh, that looks freaking cool. Remember they had that thundercloud. That's what I wanted. That huge thundercloud video effect was freaking cool. Or the matrix would look really nice on that one. All right, so I got to get all this adjusted in. Let me see if I got something. Oh, Starfield demonstration. Starfield demonstration. I don't know what that looks like. Yeah, got a political commercial. Stare at the screen. This is going to make me dizzy. Bleh. Would you like me to stick his screen up there and see what happens? All right then. It's not going to come out too well. Okay, where's the cloud demonstration? That was pretty cool. Ooh, that's nasty. 3D cloud demonstration. Oh no, not that. That's great. 3D cloud thunderstorm demonstration. Ooh, okay, what about this? This should be pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. Okay, whatever. The cloud demonstration. I gotta find that video I found. That was perfect. Perfect. Had the whole moving back and forth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back, check that video, figure out what that was. Till then, let's put football highlights on the ceiling. Yeah, I'll get a political commercial. Well, that's quite easy in there. Let's do, if I can find any of the controllers. Let's see. Tron 4K demonstration. Oh, here you go. Decided to watch the game, I can just watch it on the ceiling. I'll set that right there. That's pretty cool to check out, right? We'll just leave that right there for you. Tron 4K demonstration. Tron trailer. Tron Legacy trailer. Visual effects. I'm gonna watch Tron dark movie contrast demonstration, fully lit environment embedded with windows with the lights on. But for the fellow who said it was too dim, I would like you to see you do the same demonstration. Oh wait, hold on for a minute. some people say because it's a very powerful projector, so yeah, whatever. There you go. So that right there is a sample sheet of the Elite. Right there, there's the Elite screen right there, the Gray Cinema 5D. So that way nobody can say, well, I have a 4300 lumen projector at 1080p and it's a Christie. So if I had that screen up there, that's what I'd be getting when it comes to contrast levels. Well, that fell off now. Let me give you an idea. Here we go. This is why black technology is more superior. So if you had a big 126-inch screen right there, that's what you would get. This is how their ambient light rejection test should have been done. Not in a hotel room with all the windows being blocked out. Nope, I block people from coming in and acting stupid. That's why you get blocked. When you come in here and you carry on and you act up, someone just asked me a message a few minutes ago, why do I block people? When you come in here and carry on, you get blocked. Now, if you want to challenge me with my technology, I'll show you the demonstrations. Fellow came in here talking about what's a phone. It had to be a phone. First things first, how am I going to show you my phone settings if I'm actually using my phone while I'm doing the video? Second, I showed you demonstrations of customers who actually have our technology displaying our technology on YouTube, which means that the demonstrations I'm doing here are super bright, then they don't have my camera settings at all, period, then that means that their images will come out much darker. Got that? Okay. Then they try to say, oh, it's got to be the projector settings, it's got to be this, it's got to be that, so and so, so. You sound like a broken record. So I don't got time to entertain you. That's why I block you, okay? Now, I don't know why you come in here if you have no interest in buying the product, Pro Boys. If you have no interest in the technology at all, then you need to go back where you came from and let people watch the demonstration in peace about your dumb nonsense. But I know why you're coming here, because you want my technology. You're curious about it. That's the bottom line. Probably sitting in the dark looking at my technology while it's displaying in the light while you bite your bottom lip. I get back my technology up because I do the demonstrations, I do the tests. So that's a 12 right there at 126 inches, 16.9. That would cost you about $160 to paint that screen. That sample sheet in the middle would cost you $1,400 for a 100 inch, not 120 inch. For that size screen right there, that's a 100 inch right there. Got a lot of football going on in that room, don't I? I should do football on that screen too. You know what? Hold on. Let's have some fun here. I didn't really get a chance to have any kind of fun in the dark. So usually I'm doing demonstrations with the lights on. I barely ever get a chance to come out and play in the dark too much. So let's go over here and let's do football on all the screens, all of them at the same time. All right, so I think I got this one running through the, let me see. Can we pause this one? The one on the ceiling playing. And then we're going to run this one back here. We're going to do all the screens at the same time, all in football. I think this one is that one. Let me see. Okay, I don't know how we got that video on. Let's see if I can figure out what this is at. Oh, I forgot. PS4. Oh, you thought the screen was that dark. No, my PS4 was in standby mode. That's all. The screens aren't that dark. It was sitting in standby mode. Yes, dude, football everywhere. Football everywhere. There we go. And we got football everywhere playing. We got it up on the screen there, and the ceiling. Oh, okay, one projector's in here is 1080p. The one on the ceiling is 720p. They're all 720p. Just about. All right, that's the one right there. Yeah, you put them on here. Football highlights. Oh. Oh, it's ambient light rejection technology. It's designed to produce images on everything, even on the ceiling with the ceiling light in the center of the screen. How about that for an ambient light rejection test or an ambient light rejection demonstration? See, this is what I'm talking about when you have to push your technology to the next level and do demonstrations that other people will not attempt to do. So you let me know how many people out there right now are showing you 3 screens firing off all at the same time. We're doing this in a fully lit environment, and one of the screens is on the ceiling with a ceiling lamp right in the center of it while it's projecting light on all the other screens all around it. I love what I do. Wait, there's more. So there's the elite screen right down the middle of my screen. So what do you think? It's pretty crazy, doesn't it? Man, if this was your man cave, like you got football on the ceiling. Like, I love football. I love it. Let's go have a look at the one on the ceiling real quick. Let's go have a look at that. With a ceiling light right in the middle of it. Look at that. Ain't nobody gonna show you crazy demonstrations like this. You're not gonna see this by any other company, and I'm pretty sure Crow hasn't done this either. So if you want to talk about basically having the screen surrounded and ambient light, well, let's put one on the ceiling. Just do a demonstration here, here, and here, and here, and here, all around. It's time to eat. My stomach is rumbling. It's food time. You know, I had a freaking attack just a few minutes ago. Not a few minutes ago, but when I shut the video off, I had a breathing issue. But like I said, God is amazing. I was able to take my inhaler, sit down, listen to some Christian music, get myself back together, and come back in and do another video. God is good. God is good. You got to have a passion for what you do. When you can't breathe and that's all you can think about is coming in and doing another demonstration, I love what I do. Because I have a passion for what I do. This is the reason why I take my technology to the next level on doing things that other people will not do because they will cut corners. I hope those people are okay wherever that truck is going. So you can say, hey, look, I came into Ken's video and this brother had a screen on the ceiling. He had a screen over here. He had a screen over there. And all of them were fired off at the same time. Can't get any more ambient light rejection than having your light right in the center. Look at that. And then that light's reflecting off all the other screens at the same time. And you can look on the side of the wall right there where it's faded. Look how it's faded. But let's go back over here. because we're doing it here too. I have no idea sometimes. I really don't. I'm just having fun. I am having fun. I am having a lot of fun right now. Then some of you might be saying, Ken, that's not fair. Well, that's 1500 when you think about it. That's a 1500 lumen projector I'm using right there at around 16 feet back. So that's 1500. That is 3600 lumen short throw, 720p up on the ceiling. That right there is a 3400 lumen projector. But keep in mind, the projector that's sitting on the ground that's pointing upward has to be able to project. You know how hard it is for what that projector is doing? It's actually projecting an image upward and then hitting the ceiling with all that light coming down on top of the projector and still producing an image on top of that screen right there. Edge to edge. Now let's take our lights. Please don't do. You want to see the lights out? Oh, this one's already doing some little commercial over here. Where's the other controller at? Blah. I don't even know what it is. Oh, here it is right there. So what did I do with it? Now we got to place it on that one. All right, there we go. Okay, it's coming out of this right here together. There we go. That's madness, people. That's freaking madness. All right, so let's say, okay, this projector's 3400 lumens. That's 1500 lumens. Let's do something different here. Let's go in, pull up this one right here at around 1000 lumens, 720p. Let's see, from here to here is around 13 feet at the most. Put this one in, take this one out. I'm gonna shave my head today. I think when I get done today, I'm gonna eat and then shave my head. Turn this one off. And we want to put this one back here. Get you in there. Come on, get in there. All the way. And let's fire this one up. Can we get it back any farther? Let's see if I can get it back any farther. Can I get it back any farther? Can I bring it all the way back? All the way back. So I got my Sony over here, all the way back against the wall. That is 1000 lumens right there. On a black screen. Sure, I can swap my projectors out of my environment, even if the places, well, that doesn't make a difference. I can do swap outs. Let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully that's working. That's blinking. I hope I didn't projector. That's a good projector. Of course, the lamp, if I have to replace the lamp, it's like, what, 14, 15 bucks to replace the lamp on those projectors. Well, we'll stare at this one while that one fires up. I'm just showing you how it is in my environment. This is my environment. I don't got to put no special lights in or say, hey, look, I'm going to put some lights here to do an ambient light rejection fake test. I don't do anything. This is my environment. This is my home. If I want to open up my windows over and let my neighbors watch my giant screen, I can. If I want to sit here and watch a movie in my chair, watch an Angry Bird, any kind of TV shows, whatever, I can do that. I don't have any special lights. This is my environment right here. I can run these screens. I did a video one day where I showed me getting up out of bed, turning on all my projectors and walking around the house with all the projectors fired up. But if you got to put special lights in your environment to show that it's ambient light, that's kind of like you're faking your demonstration. If I want to see a demonstration, I want to see what that screen really looks like in someone's environment, well lit. Because I guarantee in some of those demonstrations, most of those lights in that environment doesn't look like that all the time. I guarantee you. Some of these people that are showing off projection screens and screen paint mixes and whatever, I guarantee you that environment does not look like that way all the time. All right. Yippee-ki-yay. Let me grab me this. And bring this up a little bit. So here we are at 1,000 lumens right there on my black screen using my projector. My projector sitting right flat against the wall. I think this is the one for, yeah, this is the one for this screen. That's what we got going on here. All right, perfect. They were just showing so much in my space about it. I'll leave it right there. There you go. Boom. That's on 1,000 lumens. Couldn't tell the difference between a projector that was 3,400 short throw. So this is a 3,400 lumen short throw. That's a 1,000 lumen projector. See how it's sitting right against my wall? So if I wanted to use a projector of 1,000 lumens in my fully lit environment, I can do that. So from the wall where the screen sits to the back where it hits, we are about, let me see, in the lumens. All right, so wait a minute. Let me sure all again. All right. Right there and there. We're good. We're good right there. So from here to here, where the measuring tape hits, all the way from there, let's get that out of the way. We are around 9 feet. So my living room comes in around 9 feet, probably a little farther than that. That's why here I had no choice but to use short throw or ultra short throw. But as you can see, looking at the screen over top, and you're watching my little projector over there at only 1,000 lumens. Still pulling up a right image, which means I don't have to have 4,000 or 5,000 or 4,300 lumens in order to pull up a screen. Because that screen passed 1,000 lumen test outside. Inside it's nothing. I told you, inside of the technology is nothing. You get tired of sitting in the dark all day. There you go. Starfield demonstration. Oh, it's for Tron Legacy. Keep in mind, this projector has no contrast whatsoever. Starfield screensaver. This projector behind me has no contrast level at all. None. On 1,000 lumens at 9 feet back. Don't make a difference. I told you, don't make a difference at all. But you got 1,000 lumens, 3,400 lumens, you got 3,000 lumens, 5,000 lumens. There's no contrast on this projector. And that screen still can't pick up on a contrast level. This is on 1,000 lumens. I bet you if we were in the dark, the screen would probably do better. Let's take the lights out. Let's see what happens. Will you get a better image? Or you get a somewhat good, better image with the lights out. See, that's the reason why you have to sit in the dark. And back to normal. That's why you never see those screens ever do contrast demonstrations with the lights on. I told you that. Because the screen will automatically fall right from the door. I should stick that thing to my ceiling. Oh, wait a minute, wait. Let's see if we have it here. You know what? I think I've done enough to this screen already. I'm done. I'm not taking any pleasure in this at all, period. And the bottom line is, it is what it is. Bottom line. It is what it is. It doesn't, it's just paint. That's all it is. Lesson to be learned, stay in your own lane. That's what you should learn. Stay in your own lane. Yeah. Oh well, let me get my area back to normal, have some fun. I think over here, what we watch over here. Look at it. There's the lead screen right there. So people can't say, well, you just singled him out. Nope, we got a lead screen, we got DMP Supernova, we have the Paxil screen, we got them all here. So guess what? He was treated the exact same way as all the other screens up there. So there shouldn't be any complaining, no whining or crying. And just next time, I told you on the video, when you did a demonstration against the 12, I'm like, you really don't want to do that. Because that screen will blend into your technology, because we test that screen against high performance screens. If I've been testing my technology against all these other great high performance screens, what makes you think your screen won't blend in with my technology? Huh? All right then, there you go. That's why I told you, you shouldn't have did that demonstration to begin with. And then you kind of complain about your stuff not being ambient light rejection. Well, who puts the ambient light rejection screen against a screen that's not ambient light rejection? Come on, man. Stay in your lane. Let's see what we're going to put up here real quick. 4K fish? Nah, I hate 4K fish. I haven't done so much. I only did it for relaxation. Let's go to Samsung 4K demonstrations. Thousand lumen projector. So then they try to accuse me saying, oh, but it uses such high powered projectors. Well, here we go. We got 1,000 lumen projector right there at 9 feet back, fully lit environment. Color doesn't wash out, doesn't fade, edge to edge. As you're seeing right here, edge to edge. And like I said, stay in your lane. Nice, still. That's the customer. And you do these tests over and over again and again, again and again and again. For every screen paint I develop, I have to do the exact same tests over and over again and again and again and again. So if you go back and check my archives, you'll see that every screen paint had to go through all these tests. Now keep in mind, like I said, if that projector pulled up outside at 13 feet back, and we're at 9 feet back or 13 feet back outside, and it produced an image, anything's going to run off this stuff inside the house. So I don't know how much more ambient light projection I can show you technology. I just showed you a screen pulling image right up on top of the ceiling, but no problem with the light in the center of the screen, watching a football game on all three screens that are being hit by ambient light. That's Crow again. I told you, anytime I put a sample sheet up there, he'll call me. That's how you know it's him. The minute I put he didn't call at all. You notice that? The minute I put that sample sheet up there, he calls me. Where's the phone at? I bet you hang up. Yep, this is him. Oh, wow. You better get used to it. Shoot, when that sun killer comes out, boy, I'm telling you, boy, we're going after everybody. When that screen comes out, we're going after everybody. Everybody. Anybody, put it this way. If you're somebody who's making screen paint on the side and you're doing your own thing, I got nothing to do with you at all, period. Go ahead and make your money, do what you got to do. Heck, I might even give you a few secrets to help you boost your company so you can make a lot more money. I might give you a couple of old secrets that I have in my head to show you how to improve your product. But if you're out there basically talking trash about us and all the other nonsense, we're coming after your product. I'm going to stick that sucker right outside with that sun killer and see what happens. Because I doubt your screen's going to take a direct hit. Not too many. I haven't seen one yet, and I've been scouring the internet, hunting, looking, trying to find somebody who has a screen that can take a direct hit from sunlight. And I haven't found any. I haven't found one yet. So in 2021, we start the hunt. And that means we're going after everybody who basically wants to challenge that tech. We'll put challenges out there. Anyone can do the same demonstration, or we'll take your product and we'll do it out there. We'll do it right in the middle of a parking lot. Mr. Crow, I plan to buy every last one of your products, what I don't have and what you continue to make, and I'm going to put you out there on one big, huge screen out there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon next to that Project Sun Killer and see how well you pull up. We don't even know what color the Sun Killer is going to be yet. Nobody even knows. We just showed you a sample of what it does. The Sun Killer. Look at this. A 720p, 1,000 lumens right there. He's going to have to stand up. We don't have a choice. I'll tell you what I really want to go. I don't care about Crow. I'll tell you one company I do want, and you know who they are. And they will not give us a sample sheet. All I need is 2 of them, and they will not give us that sample sheet. Crow is small beans. Let me tell you that right now. I'm not trying to be rude here, but that's where it comes at. Because what we want is, he's not going to give me any credibility by doing any demonstrations off his technology. I get no credibility off of him at all, period. Do you know that? I get no credibility off of him at all, period, nothing. He gets a little credibility off me because my technology is better. That's why. Until we bring him in here and we bring him into the real area where we work at and do the demonstration and show him how it's done properly, and then the screen fails miserably. And I guarantee you after that, he'll do a few demonstrations on basically product reviews, because that's what he does. Every time we beat him at something, he does a product review on something else to keep people's minds off what just happened. So, like I said, we don't get no publicity off of him. Nothing at all, period. The companies I get publicity off is when I can come in and beat a $5,000 projection screen on a screen paint that would cost the customers $160 on a projector that would cost them $75. That's what gets us our sales. The fact that I can come in and show you a fully lit environment, I can show football on top of my ceiling, that gets us sales right there. The fact that I can show a company how you don't got to spend all this money for these expensive projectors, you could do it with this budget right here and produce this image with no problem whatsoever. But his product doesn't give us any credibility. We do that to basically put him in his place, to let him know, stay in your own lane. That's it. Well, we get no publicity from him. Anybody who basically buys from Crow, we don't want your business. That's all to it. I'm gonna say it right there on camera. You buy from Crow, that's who you support, whatever. Don't come over here buying from us. We don't want your business. This paint's not for you. It's for my customers and my customers only. That's who it's for. Now, if you come over here from Black Diamond, Elite Screens, whatever, that's, you know what? We accept you. We accept you because they don't come out and they don't carry on and do this and do that. I never had to worry about any of these companies coming out and trashing my stuff and calling me a scammer and nasty names and all that stuff. But if you support Crow and that's what you support, that nonsense, you stay over there. You don't come over here and buy anything from us. And if you're sitting in the dark trying to figure out where the coffee table at, that's your problem, okay? That's your problem. But you don't buy from us. We don't want your business. I make sure my customers get the best, and that's what I do. I make sure my customers get the best. That's why I do all these tests. These tests aren't to showboat and to show exactly how good my tech, well, it is to show how good my technology is, but it also shows my customers what they're buying because everything I do is live. You get to see all the demonstrations, all the tests when the screen is first developed. We bring it downstairs, we paint it onto the screen. We show all the different forms of projectors. We take it outside. If you got questions, and I got customers who come to me and say, okay, I got this projector right here. No problem. I'll take time out of my day. I've been eating sometimes, and I had a customer contact me and ask me about a projector. I'll take time out of my day to help you find a projector, help you find a screen, help you find everything. Send links to your phone, everything you need to get set up and sell you the product and get you set up. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, you know, it's up to you to figure that nonsense out. Just buy the product. No, I'm going to help you find a better projector or a cheaper projector, something that may work with your environment. If you're trying to build a screen, you got a project, you can't figure it out, I can help you figure it out. So if you call me, we'll work through it, we'll build it, we'll put it together, and then you're good to go. But like I said, that's that individual and all his hatred and dumb nonsense. I don't have time for it. But I do have time to have a little fun here and there with it. I do. All right, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here, get me something to eat, because I got a bunch of groceries from Amazon's pantry, and I plan to basically, I don't know what I'm going to eat today. Knowing me, it's probably going to be junk food. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and y'all have a good one, and, you know, have fun, whatever, you know, so, God bless. I got to go.